Hello students, welcome to today our video. Today we will learn about two new topics, that is write the meanings in English, and second one is make words by adding E and E. That is the symbol of E and E. Okay. Now let's see the first one. Okay, let's see the first one. That is the write the meanings in English. Okay, few Hindi words are given here. So for those Hindi words, we have to write its meaning, but in English you have to write. Not in Hindi, but in English. So again, I will just repeat. That is, few Hindi words are here. See, totally 9 words are there. For these 9 words, we have to write the meaning, but in English. Okay, we have to write these Hindi words meaning in English. Okay, so writing the meanings in English. So question itself is that is the question, write the meanings in English itself is telling the answer. So we have to write the meanings of these Hindi words in English. Okay, so now let's start it. So first word is Gamla. Okay, first word is Gamla. Gamla. It's a 3-letter word, and all of these letters are consonants. Okay, ga ma la. Okay, symbol, see here, last letter, one extra line is there. That's a symbol of a. So I'm giving little bit stress to the consonant la. So we call it as, we pronounce it like Gamla. Okay, Gamla. So the meaning of Gamla is flower pot. Meaning of Gamla is flower pot. So I will write this the word Gamla, that is flower pot, just opposite to the word Gamla. Okay. So I will write here flower pot. Okay, flower pot. Yes. Next. So next word is hearth. Okay, next word is hearth. Hearth. Okay, hearth. And see here, this is the 2-letter word. First letter, 2-letter word, both are consonants, and in between one line is there, and that symbol, it belongs to ha. Okay, so we call it as, we pronounce this word as hearth, and hearth means hand. Hearth means hand. Okay, so I will write the word hand. Yes, so this is the way you have to write for all the words. Okay, so first word is Gamla. Gamla, and Gamla means flower pot. Second word is hearth, and for hearth we call it as hand in English. So I have wrote hand, just opposite to the word hearth. Okay, next is the third word, nak. Next word is nak. Since this one symbol is there, the symbol of a, it is coming with na. So I am giving little bit stress to the first letter, nak. Nak. Nak means nose. So I will write the word nose. Yes. Next word is nadi. Next word is nadi. 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 Okay. And see here, the last, it's a 2-letter word. Na and the, both are the consonant, and the symbol of E. This is a symbol of E. So giving little bit stress to the Okay, the consonant da. So we pronounce it as nadi. Nadi. So nadi means river. Nadi means river. So first four Hindi words, I have wrote the meanings in English. Okay. Now see, the next word is Deepak. Okay, next word is Deepak. Fifth word is Deepak. Okay, see, while pronouncing itself, I am giving little bit stress to the first letter itself. Actually, this is a 3-letter word. Okay, Deepak. Okay, Deepak. All of the 3 letters are consonant, and for the first letter, the symbol of E is there with it. So I am giving little bit stress to the first letter. So we pronounce it as Deepak. Deepak, and Deepak means lamp. Deepak means lamp. So I will write it here. Okay. Next word is Hiran. Next word is Hiran. Hirana. Hiran. 3-letter word. Okay. Ha, ra and na are the Vyanjan. And see here, one symbol, it's joining with ha. and it is a symbol of E. It's a symbol of E. So I'm not giving stress to ha. If it is the symbol of E, I will give some stress to ha. But it's a symbol of E. So I'm not giving any stress. So how will I pronounce it as Hiran? Hiran. Hiran means deer. Okay. The animal deer. Okay. Next word is Khan. Next word is Khan. Giving little bit stress to the first letter. Khan. Why? Because the symbol of A, it is coming with Ka. Isn't it? So two letter word Ka and Na are consonant, and the symbol of A, it is joining with the Vyanjan Ka. So I will pronounce it as Khan. Khan. Okay. Khan means ears. Okay. Khan means ears. Yes. Next word is Garib. Okay. Next word is Garib. Garib. It's a three-letter word. Ga-ra-ba. Ga-ra-ba. These three letters are consonant, and here you can see one symbol is there with the Vyanjan Ra, and that's a symbol of E. So I am giving the stress to Ra as Re. So how we pronounce it as Garib. Garib. Okay, Garib means poor people. So I will write poor. Okay, poor. Okay, Garib. Yes. Next one. Otherwise, we can also write as yes. Okay, poor itself. Yes, it's correct. Next word is Kisan. Next word is Kisan. Okay. Next word is Kisan, and here you will see it's a three-letter word. Okay, Ka, Sa, and Na. Ka, Sa, and Na. Both these three letters are consonant, and here two symbols are used in a word. See this word, this symbol as well as one symbol. Okay, so two symbols are there. One symbol is E, another one is a symbol of A. Okay, so we pronounce it as Kisan. For first one, since it is a symbol of E, I'm not giving any stress to the consonant Ka. And Sa is having the symbol of A. So fully giving stress to the consonant Sa. So how we pronounce it as Kisan. Kisan. Okay, giving stress to the consonant Sa. Okay, so Kisan. Kisan means farmer. Kisan means farmer. Okay. So for 9 words, we have wrote the meaning. So for first word is Gamla. That is, its meaning is flower pot. Then Hath means, meaning of Hath is hand. Nak, nose. Nadi, river. Then Deepak, lamp. Hiran, deer. Khan, ears. Garib, poor. Then Kisan, farmer. So this is the first question we have completed. Now let's see the second one. That is, make words by adding the symbol of E and E. Okay, few words are here. And for two words I have drawn two pictures. Okay, for other words I have not drawn since there is no space. Okay. This is for to understand it. What is that particular word is that? So other words I will just explain you what are those words. Okay. So first word is Ghadi. Okay, first, so this is a picture of a clock. Okay, it's a picture of clock, and we call clock in Hindi as Ghadi. Okay, Ghadi. Yes. So while pronouncing it as itself, we can just find which of the symbol we need to use here. Okay, Ghadi. Ghadi. Okay. So last you can able to hear the sound of E. So which symbol will come? E. That is the symbol of E will come. Okay, Ghadi. Since we are stressing it, since we were stressing the last part of that, that is the D, that is the Vyanjan D, we are stressing it more than Gha. Isn't it? Ghadi. So while pronouncing itself, we can find that which of the symbol we need to use here. Okay, Ghadi. So for first one, symbol of E I have used. So the second one, it's a butterfly. So we call butterfly in Hindi as Titeli. Titeli. So already one a symbol is here. See, one symbol is here, and this is a symbol of E. So not giving any stress. We need to give stress to the symbol E. So see here how I am pronouncing it as titali, titali. Okay, so that the symbol of E is to be used here. Okay, titali. Yes. Next word. Third word is bakari. Bakari means goat. Okay. Bakara is there. We have to add the symbol of E. Otherwise, E. But by pronouncing itself, we have found that we need to use the symbol E here. Bakari. Giving stress to the symbol of E. Isn't it? Bakari. E sound is coming. So, I will use the symbol of E here. So, the word will become bakari. Bakari. Bakari means goat. Okay. So, next word. Fourth word is kitab. Kitab. Not giving stress to anything. Isn't it? Kitab. Not I am calling it as this word as kitab. But only kitab. Not giving stress. Kitab. So, while pronouncing itself, you can find, you can able to select that I will use the symbol E or symbol of E here. E, not E, but E. So symbol of E is used here. So we call this word as kitab. Kitab, not giving any stress, isn't it? For E, it doesn't give any stress. For E only we used to give stress. Okay. So stretching it, isn't it? So for this word, fourth word kitab, I'm not giving any stress. Okay, so kitab, that's all. Not as kitab, that is wrong. Kitab is the correct pronunciation. Next word is, fifth word is gilas. Gilas. Okay, I'm sorry, just forgot to explain about kitab. Kitab means book. Okay, kitab means book. Next word is, fifth word is, it's a three-letter word. Okay, G-la-sa. Okay, we have to use any of the letter. That is any of the symbol E or E. So while pronouncing itself, we have to find. Okay, that this word is glass. Glass. Okay, glass. I'm not giving any stress. Isn't it? Glass. So we use the symbol of E. Since I am not giving any stress. If I am giving some stress, means that is gilas. If I am stretching like that, means I will use the symbol of E. But here in this word I am not giving any stress. I am not stretching it at all. Gilas. Simple word. Gilas. Okay. So I will use this word. Sorry, the symbol of E. Okay. And this word glass means a glass. Okay. A glass. English word we used to say no, glass for drinking water, glass. So that glass we call in Hindi as gilas. Okay. Gilas. Next. Sixth word is satara. Okay, it's a three-letter word. We have to use the any of those symbol. E other one E, otherwise E. So while pronouncing itself, we can find as that the word is sitar. Sitar. Similarly as gilas, this is the word sitar. Not giving any stretching, not giving any stress. So we use the symbol of E. So the word will become sitar. Word will become sitar. So sitar means a star. Okay, sitar means a star. I'm not calling this word it as sitar. Okay, so if I'm using C, if I'm pronouncing it as C, a symbol of E will be used. But if I am pronouncing C, it will come the symbol of E only. Okay, so that is I will just explain you once more. That is, for first word we call it as ghadi. So last we are stretching it, isn't it? The sound of E is coming. So I will use a symbol of E here. Similarly for titali also I will use a symbol of E. Then for bakari, symbol of E. Then for kitab, symbol of E, because I am not stretching anywhere. Similarly for fifth one, glass, symbol of E. Then sixth one, sitar, symbol of E. Yes. So hope you have understood the difference between the words and the symbols. So for all those words, wherever we are using the symbol of E, we are not stretched at all. But wherever you are using the symbol of E, the E sound will be coming. The stretching sound will be there. So then we will use the symbol of E. Hope you have understood, children. It's very much easy. And one more trick is there to understand. That is, so if the symbol is, that is, if the blank is coming, okay, if the blank is coming at the left side of the consonant, okay, if this blank is coming at the left side of a consonant, then we have to use the symbol of E. That's one trick. And another one is that if the blank is coming at the right side of a consonant, means we will use the symbol of E. Okay, so this is a way also you can keep it in mind how to use the symbol of E and E. Thank you, children, who are listening. Bye.